to Superior Sunrise. Our next guest is a dancer, a choreographer. She's been on Broadway and she was a Radio City Rockette. She's here today with the Careity Foundation. Miss Merrill West joining us. Merrill, thank you so much for being here. You have such an interesting story. First jumping right into it, being a Rockette, being on Broadway. How did you get there and what was that like?
Yes, well, thank you so much for having me, first off. I have danced my entire life, and I auditioned when I was the age of 17, when I was a senior in high school. Mm-hmm. And by some miracle, I got it and started that career with the Radio City Rockettes. I left school, I did my work by correspondence, came back, graduated with an acceptance to NYU, mm-hmm. and then went up to New York and kept on performing with Radio City and doing my NYU degree at the same time.
You are doing a lot of work for the Careity Foundation
now. Yes, ma'am.
And so tell me how you first found out about the Careity Foundation and your experience with them.
Well, so I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer in April of 2022. And I will never forget the moment that I found out, in that I was sitting there and the tech said, well, I need to go get the doctor. And I knew that moment. I looked up at the sky and I said, okay, your life's about to change. God, please protect me. Please protect me. And he came in and he said that he was 98% positive it was cancer. And as my eyes filled up with tears, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, I do not have health insurance because I'm an independent contractor. Mm-hmm. And so that week of trying to, was very, very terrifying, until a friend of mine told me about the Careity Foundation. And I called Bev and Lynn and they were like, how did it take you so long to get to us? And they made sure that they said, absolutely, you were going to qualify for emergency health insurance. Mm-hmm. Even though when I doubted them, said, no, Merrill. And I did, and that got the ball rolling.
Well, so now you've battled breast cancer, you've survived, you're doing work with Careity now. So tell us what the Careity Foundation does for other women in this situation.
I really got familiar with Careity's services mm-hmm. when I got into treatment. They provide free of charge for everyone going through cancer, massage, acupuncture, integrative health doctors, mm-hmm. therapy, which is very, very important for cancer patients because it's like going through stages of grief and mm-hmm. you have to work through it. And all of that is free of care because of the work that Careity does. And their boots are on the ground, really making sure that each patient is with them all the way through their journey.
Mm-hmm. So I know I'd asked you, what experiences you drew from being a dancer to help you go through this battle, and if you could give other women advice that were in your shoes. They just have this news, what advice can you give them to help them get through it?
My instinct just said, get up and fight. Get up and fight, and do it with the poise and grace that your parents gave you growing up. And I think I was really, it was interesting to find out that a lot of women were very ashamed of having breast cancer mm-hmm. and would not show their bald heads. And I did it. When it was time to shave my head, I shaved it. We had party with bubbles and cake, and mm-hmm. I put my lipstick on, I put my eyelashes on. Some people, I'd walk into the grocery store and be like, why is everybody staring at me? Like, oh, you have a bald head. Yeah, But I guess from my performing career, I was used to having eyes on me. So mm-hmm. it was kind of like, okay, well, just put your shoulders back and do it with pride. And so that's kind of the instinct that just kind of kept me going on through, and I worked the entire time. And and made it through, and now got my cute little hairdo to show for it. So
it's an awesome attitude to have towards these situations. Tell me, when's the next Careity event that you're going to be going to that you guys will be having as a fundraiser?
It'll be December 1st, and that is the Celebrity Horse Cutting event in Fort Worth. Mm-hmm. And again, Careity will be there, everything. I'll actually be doing some kicks for them. That might be a surprise, but not now. I just want to encourage everybody that they really are boots on the ground, helping everybody through their journey. If you know of anybody who needs a mammogram, call them. Mm-hmm. They mm-hmm. will help you. They will help you for everything.
Well, thank you so much for being here. It's such a pleasure to get to know you and hear about your story and hear about the work that you're doing for other women. Don't go anywhere. We have more Superior Sunrise up next.